I remember I was scrolling and I came across, I don't know, okay, it was Sharp, some other people, and they was trying to address you.
Yeah.
But I just kind of find it hard that, you know, motherfuckers that ain't never really like been in street politics or ever like really got outside and seen what's going on to make some of these in-depth documentaries is wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would respect it if like you even been like, yeah, I didn't come from that, but I get out here and I get into the wave with people. Like I get to see what's going on. People can see. Go ahead.
Is there a difference between his documentaries and Flacco's documentaries? Because neither one of them.
No, it's all similar.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, same
I
page,
throw
same
them
page.
both-
Okay, same page.
I throw them both in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's hard to respect somebody's opinion, because we could just call it opinions or theories or hypotheticals, whatever, right? It's hard to respect them when somebody ain't never came from that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never really got to see where motherfuckers is going hungry and why they even got a trap. Do you even know what trap means? And you got Trap Lord in your motherfucking name. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit matters to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Trap, nigga. You know what trap means? Been doing that shit for a long time. People get killed over it. People lose their families. People go to jail. Shit. It's a lot of things that happen behind it. I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna make them type of in-depth documentaries on me, get your motherfucking ass outside, bro.
So what they feel like you on some culture vulture stuff, or because he didn't make a good argument. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? It's kind of like, I feel like there's two main arguments that people hit me with when I do interviews like that. You know, on the one hand, it's the culture vulture thing, which, look, let's be real, man. I think a lot of the problem is because, you know, this is hip hop culture, it's black culture. And because I'm a white guy, I think a lot of people feel like I shouldn't be able to talk on the culture because I'm white. And, you know, I do completely understand that this is a black dominated culture. And, you know, I don't claim any ownership of the culture. I'm really just a fan. You know, I'm a fan of the music.
I don't respect what he's putting out because it's not really him. He don't know. He ain't never came from that shit. He don't even know what that shit feel like. Boy, that shit full of a lot of pain, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of sorrow. And painting people, we don't know what Von done did, man. Let that man sleep. Why go throwing alarm clocks in graveyards? I hate that shit.
Do you think about Von's kids got to watch the documentary one day?
Well, the thing is, it's like Von's kids have got to listen to Von's music where he's talking about he's got 7 bodies already, right? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but like, really, like, my thing is, like, I kind of respect where you're coming from, Shock, because I don't disagree with you. Like, I don't claim that I'm from the streets. Like, I don't claim...
I know you don't.
I don't present myself like, yo, I'm from Chicago and I really know what's going on in Chicago from being involved in that shit. Like, my perspective, and I feel like where I'm trying to come from, is truly as like a fan of rap music. So like with the Von documentary, like I didn't set out to be like, yo, I'm going to put dirt on Von's name because I don't like Von or anything like that. Like, I really approached that documentary from the perspective of like, I'm a fan of Von's music. I done heard every Von lyric there is, every Von feature. Like, I've been a super fan of Von from back when he was alive doing his thing, right? So like for me, my thing is, it's like, if these songs, like, Von is a Billboard charting artist, okay? He's a mainstream artist. Like, he done come from the streets and the most, you know, dangerous, difficult background that you could possibly imagine, but he actually made it to the point where he's making songs on the Billboard charts. And so for me, it's like, I don't claim to be from the streets, but I am a fan, and like, I'm good at research. Like, I don't claim to be in the streets with the gangs, but I do claim to be like, if it's Google, I'm gonna find some shit out on Google that the next person might not be able to find out, right?
Google, bro. Get out in the streets and find out. Go get around some of the people he was actually around. Go be around them. Try to get around his mom, like try to get around some of his family members. Try to go more in depth. Anybody can hop on Google. My son can hop on fucking Google and type in what happened.
I'm a fan of black culture. You know, I'm just trying to enjoy and immerse myself in the culture and in the music that I love that, you know, happens often to be made by black people. But, you know, I would disagree with the kind of culture vulture allegation, because I feel like I'm not out here pretending to be a gangbanger making music like I'm 6ix9ine repping the blood bandana. I feel like if you want to say culture vulture, trying to pretend to be something you're not. Like, look, man, I'm here in my shirt and my bow tie. Like, I'm not trying to be gang. I'm a historian of music. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happens that, yeah, a lot of it's gangster music, gangster rap. I'm a white guy, but I would like to think that my passion and my love for the culture is genuine. I'm not trying to put anyone down. I'm really just trying to understand and document the history of the culture.
Did any of that money that you made go to Von's family?
Well, did any of the money that Von's made like go to the victims of the people that he allegedly killed?
That ain't what I meant. We're not talking about that.
No,
We're
but why
talking
should
about the money that you made off of his name.
But why should I? The money that I made is from the research that I did about Von. Like, there's a million videos about Von. This is journalism. It's
Is
like
that a no?
But no, hell no. Like, why is it my responsibility? Why is it my responsibility?
I don't feel like it be journalism. I think sometimes y'all go like borderline bashing. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like you bash that person, like legend bash. Like, you know what I'm saying, you're bashing their legacy. You know what I'm saying, in a sense. Because like you said, shit, yeah, his kids gonna listen to them lyrics. We all know this, bro. And maybe you don't. See, that's the problem. I'm expecting you to know some shit that you don't.
Sure.
Like, there's a lot of cap in people's rap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might say certain things. Hey, he caught 7 bodies, never caught a body in their life. He might even be telling, let me speak.
Of course. Yeah,
he might be telling a story. You know how many niggas will pick up the next story and tell it like they own? You ever had somebody do that to you?
And shit,
and you find the fuck
it's
out
music
that this
every
wasn't
day.
even you. You're really talking about your homeboy the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this music be impactful, so they'll write it like that. Like, nah, it ain't gonna sound hard if I attempted to try to knock it off. It's gonna sound hard if I got 7 bodies already up under my belt.
So you saying Von was all cap?
Not saying it was all cap, but I can tell you that in rap and maybe in a lot of his, it could have been inflated.
So, you know, I always argue with people if they try and put that on me. And really, I think when it comes down to it, a lot of people just kind of coming at me because I'm white. But the other argument that people give me a lot is that it's like, oh, you shouldn't be talking on the street shit. You're like a snitch. You know, that's what he was kind of trying to come at me in that interview a lot, to sort of say, like, you're snitching, you're speaking on gang activity, you're jamming people up. And you know what I would say to that is, like, realistically, man, I'm a researcher. I really don't necessarily do the whole, like, you know, trying to, I'm not waiting outside people's houses, going through people's trash, trying to find out secret info. Everything that I put out there is public information. It's on Google, it's on Reddit, it's in the lyrics. Like, I'm not trying to bring anything to the forefront. Like, the amount of people that send me DMs like, yo, let me give you inside information on this or that person. I don't want inside information. I'm all about what's online, what's in the music, what's already there. I'm just trying to paint a picture of what's already available. So I wouldn't say I'm a snitch. I'm not trying to get people jammed up. And I'm not I'm not telling on anybody that people didn't already know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't get snitched from you. I don't get that.
Okay, I appreciate that, man.
I wouldn't even be talking to you right now if I thought that. I hate snitches.
Hey, listen, the thing is, yeah, I'm super civilian, but at the same time, like, I'm just trying to document the history, bro. Like, I don't, you know, I don't want to see people locked up, you know, but at the same time, you know, dudes be jumping on songs talking about we killed this person and that person. I think we should be allowed to talk about that. You know, sometimes I feel like it's kind of BS when people sort of come out and say, like, oh, you shouldn't be speaking on this, you shouldn't be speaking on that, you're incriminating people. But it's like, bro, you got songs with millions of views, you're talking about you're smoking this person and that person. If you made a song with 2 million views talking about you're smoking this guy, I think everybody listening is entitled to go on Google and look up who this guy you're smoking is, because you're making, you know, getting millions of views, making thousands of dollars, speaking on dead people. I think we got a right to go and look up what it is we're all singing along to, you know? Well, this is the thing, though. Did you watch the Von documentary, or did you actually see the whole thing? You watch it?
Watch pieces of it, yes.
So, like, my thing was, I'm not trying to snitch on Von, but, like, Von has multiple lyrics where he says, I got 7 bodies. He says that, and everybody said Von was the realest. Von is no capping. And so the point of my video wasn't necessarily to, like, put dirt on his name. It was really to just, like, investigate, say, is Von capping? When Von says he's got 7 bodies, like, who are the 7 bodies that people say Von killed? Let's look into them. Let's look up the lyrics that Von has. Let's look up the tweets that Von made around the time of the murders. And it's like, that's facts. Like, we can't deny that. It seems like Von really killed those people. He's tweeting about killing them.
Seems like, or we know.
Well, this is the thing. We got police reports.
Seems like it, or we know. You seem like a man that likes things black and white and not in gray areas. Can we say that he killed these people, Trap Lore, or no?
I think we can say it's very likely he did.
We can think, right? That's what I'm saying.
But bro, like, that's the whole point of, like,
that's not a no.
No, but, like, we're sat here talking about Von right now, right? Like, we're sat here speculating on it. Like, there's so my thing is, like, I'm in pursuit of the truth, right? And yeah, you're right. Like, we might never know 100% definitively true whether or not Von killed those people. But at the same time, like, I'm looking for the truth. I'm looking to get as close as possible by looking at the tweets, the lyrics, the police reports, to get as close as possible to the truth. Because why not? I think that when that Who I Smoke song came out, and they're talking about who I smoke, Bibby, everyone was singing along, and I felt like it was my job to be like, okay, well, let me tell you who Bibby is. Like, these guys you're disrespecting, making fun of in the song, these are real people with real families. Let me break that down for you and show you that this ain't a game, this ain't a laugh. Like, yeah, we smoking Bibby. Like, yo, that's a real young man, 16-year-old guy who lost his life in Jacksonville behind this drill music. And I think it's important to remember that. So this stuff really happened. This is the thing. I feel like you got to remember. It's like, don't you feel like it's kind of disrespectful for you to deny like these people that actually got killed? Like, these are real people who died, and their families are looking for answers.
Yeah.
And by pretending that Von
sounds like the
But
police
what do
have
you-
done a horrible job then.
I do agree with that.
Let's blame
I agree
them.
I actually agree with that fully.
Come on, bro.
Bro, Chicago police aren't doing a good job. Like, let's
Bro,
be
have
real. You know, I do think what I do is actually, you know, positive as far as like helping people understand and navigate what's going on. And I think if you're making songs with millions of views, man, and you're mad at a guy that's breaking down the lyrics, like, I think maybe you're in the wrong business, you know?
Hey, no. I rock with your content. I rock with it.
Appreciate that, man.
Everything. And then it don't seem like you just, I don't know, clickbait shit, just pulling shit out the air. You know what I'm saying? You doing your real research.
Yeah, I'm really trying to find the facts. I'm all about the facts, man. Like, I really, like, even just as a fan, like, you know, you mentioned the Draco video. You know, I was a big fan of his music. I wanted to know what happened to him, to be honest with you. Like, I just wanted to know, like, how did he get so jammed up? Like, what was the real deal behind his case? And to be honest, you know, the more I learned about it, like, I'm gonna keep it real, man. Like, you know, you lived it, right? You were involved in that whole situation. But, like, you know, for me, hearing Draco dissing you so relentlessly, like, I felt like this guy was really kind of, you know, playing with fire. He was dissing a lot of people. You know, people unfortunately lost their lives, you know, related to things that had gone on. And I felt like, you know, I want to get an understanding of what Draco had really gotten himself into. You know, it seemed to me like he got himself in a little bit too deep. When he came out of jail, he really should have kind of, you know, left certain people alone and just, you know, again, it's like he was jumping on songs in front of millions of people, dissing, being very disrespectful. And I think it's important for us to understand that, man, because as much as a fan as I am of Draco's music, I think, you know, you can look at that story and say he was probably doing too much, and he should have maybe been a little bit more peaceful in that later part of his career. Right. And it's unfortunate, you know, as a fan of his music, he's no longer with us, and he kind of went out in a, you know, in a very unfortunate way off the back of a lot of negative energy he put out there, man, and it's very sad. I gotta remember though, I'm really not trying to glamorize this lifestyle. Like I say at the start of the video,
put the work out there,
That's
though,
exactly
bro.
what's going on, though.
That's the work you put out.
but I think it's someone like Von's music is actually glamorizing. Like, he is actually inspiring people
There's
to
a
slide.
lot of motherfuckers that's doing that.
Yeah, I agree.
So we're gonna
Fully.
pick him out of everybody because there were some tweets that may
He's
have
in Jacksonville. He done like a
There's some
bunch of
tweets
others.
that may alluded to it, or there's some rhymes that may alluded to it,
He
but we
tweeted.
don't actually know. We're gonna go off a motherfucking tweet.
Von tweeted, "I killed 5 GDs."
Before rap too, though.
Before rap, 2012, he tweeted
So there's
straight up, "I killed 5 GDs and I shot 10."
People, it's a lesson in that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these rappers and shit. You know what I'm saying? He, you know, he basically did it to himself. You know how that shit go.
You know what really struck me about his story? I think that it was like, obviously, you know, the situation happened where he was on trial. You know, a friend of yours lost their life. You know, a young man did end up going down for that murder. Draco ended up coming out. But it was really surprising to me how when he came out, just how much he was dissing, how negative he was being to people. And it was kind of like, you know, it's kind of sad because I was a fan of his when he was alive. Then he passed away, and you could see what was going on. You know, even that last interview with No Jumper, he's been very disrespectful. And you kind of feel like this is a guy that is playing like he's got nothing to lose, and he did have a lot to lose. You know, he could have had a bright future had things gone differently, man. So it's you know, it's a crazy story, man. But we can move on from that situation if you know what I'm saying.